Today we're going to discuss crop performance. You'll find crop performance in setup under crop performance. We're going to show you how to add the crop performance and explain what crop performance is. Today I'm going to add the crop performance of a variety, and crop performance is specific to variety. If you haven't got the variety in, see the add variety video. We're going to add the crop performance of summer spinach. You can see now the crop performance wizard is generated, and there's a few key features around crop performance. Firstly, what is crop performance? Crop performance is the growing information of each variety held within the Apunga system. It is important as it allows you to allocate crops using the forecasting and the allocation sections. It is also important for when you plant a crop. It allows Apunga to calculate the expected time of harvest of each crop. Within the crop performance, there are two important variables, DTH and DFP, and they are fundamental to understanding the crop performance. DTH is days to harvest. If I was to harvest a crop on week 15 and I had a DTH figure of 50 days, it would mean that 50 days ago I planted that crop. Days from plant is the opposite. Using the same example, DFP on week 15 and it was 50, then it would be, if I planted on this day, it would be 50 days until it was due to harvest. You can enter information into crop performance using days to harvest or days from plant, and then generate the other using this generate button. The two are really important. The Apunga system uses the days to harvest numbers to calculate when you need to plant by. The Apunga system uses the days from plant to generate when a crop will be harvested on once you actually complete the planting. We'll use the wizard to generate the DTH, or the days to harvest, of the summer spinach. You've got these curves and points, and you can adjust the curve to manipulate the grow time as it cools down, matching the weeks of the years. Once you've got it pretty close to your data points, and you can see how you can manipulate it, but once you're happy, you can generate. If you've got more accurate data, then you can move and manipulate the values. Here on week 14, the days to harvest value is 32. Once you've generated your days to harvest value, you can simply calculate your days from plant using this button. You'll give a warning message, you go yes, and then automatically calculate these days from plant. The next part, which is important, is the yield. However you've configured your farm, this yield unit is in kilos per metre, and for this example we're just going to leave the yield at 1.0 kilos per metre. It's the same methodology. You can clear that and you can use the generator to reset it. So I'm just going to reset it back to 1. And then we go generate. The final part of the crop performance table is the active weeks. Active weeks shows whether the crop is to be allocated during different weeks of the year. Because this is summer spinach, it mightn't be a variety that is grown over the winter, so we can turn off the weeks of the year for it to be planted, and it's as simple as clicking your mouse and running across the top. So same thing, I'll turn them back on, click, run across the top. But for the example, we're going to turn off weeks 22 to weeks 40, and this will be explained as part of the allocations later. Once you've done all your manipulations, you hit save.